I need you to go share. I need you to witness for me. I need you to get out in the fields. Boy, the harvest is ready. The harvest is ready. Will you go pick some for me? And then we'll tuck our tails and, I don't know about that, Jesus. I don't know about that. And that's what James is getting at. Where's the works? You say you have faith. And I love it. He gives the illustration, and there's no mixing words with James. And I'll close. I'll read this last passage of Scripture, and then I'll close. And it's the beginning of what we read in verse number 14. He says, what is it? He said, what good is it, my brothers, if someone says he has faith but does not have works? He says, can that faith save him? If a brother or sister is poorly clothed and lacking in daily food, and one of them says to them, go in peace and be warmed and filled, without giving them the things needed for the body, what good is it? What good is that? What good is that? To see a need, to see somebody hurting, as James said, somebody that's poor, poorly clothed and malnourished and doesn't have the daily food, and you just walk up to them, have peace, hope everything works out for you. But you don't do anything about the words. He says, what good does that do? That person's still going to be poor. Still going to be without clothes. Still going to be malnourished. Now, I'm not saying that you give them, $1,000 if you can afford it and the Lord lays it on your heart. Excellent, do it. And I'm not saying that you got to buy them a month's worth of groceries. But just say, hey, let me take you to McDonald's. Buy you some food. Winter's right around the corner, believe it or not, if we have a winter this year. We didn't have one last year, but if we have a winter this year, there are a lot of homeless people around this area. There are a lot of people that don't have any power, no sort of heat. And if it gets cold like it has in the past, excluding last year, it gets cold in Georgia. It does. Contrary to popular belief, it gets cold. And you see somebody out, give them a coat. Run over to Belk or something. Pick them off a clearance rack. Say, hey, here's your coat. It's the little things that make such a big difference in the mind of that person. In the mind of the passerby on the street to see that. It's the little things. It's doing what we can do. Going above and beyond the call of duty to say, yes, I see that need, Jesus. I see that those people are hurting. And I'm not just going to talk about helping them, because we can sit and talk about helping them all day long. We can do that. But I'm going to help them physically. I'm physically going to do something about it. That's the kind of faith that James wants to see. That's the kind of faith that James is talking about. Put that faith in the works. Man, what a service we had this morning. What a service we had this morning. And my heart's rejoicing and my heart's filled. But then I got to stop for a moment and I think to myself, Denver, there's more. There's more out there. There's more souls that are lost. I can't reach them all. I can't. There's no way that I physically, I would love to. Boy, I would love nothing more than to lead every lost soul to come to know Jesus, but I physically can't. I physically cannot do it. But that's why we have a team. That's why we have a family of brothers and sisters in Christ that are working together with one goal in mind, to see souls come to know Jesus. And let me tell you, if you've ever won somebody to Jesus, put a smile on your face. It's one of the greatest, outside of getting saved, leading somebody to know Christ is the second greatest experience you can ever have in this world. I'm serious. Oh my goodness, it just fills your heart with joy. It just fills your heart with joy. And to see that, boy, I can't wait. I'm going to call Miss Knight tomorrow, and we're going to set up the baptism. Boy, I can't wait to baptize. Oh my goodness, when I came here and I saw that pool, I said, I can't wait to get into it. I can't wait. It's going to be incredible. I can't wait to see that basement filled with high schoolers and middle schoolers. I can't wait for the day when we have children's church and we're lining 30 of them out the door. And we got our next project coming around. We got 30, 40 kids. I don't know where we're going to put all of them. Well, praise the Lord. That's a good issue to have.
Amen.
That's a good issue to have. I can't wait for that day. But it's only going to happen when we get up and we go work. When we work together. When we get out in the community. When we get out in the fields in our workplace. And we're unashamed of the gospel of Jesus, and we work for Him. And we do what we can for Him. And they may not get saved here at Wofford's Crossroads. They may not even get saved in the next year. But down the road, they get saved. And it was one of those seeds that you planted along the way. That's awesome. That is so, so cool to think about. I'll close with one story, and then I'm done. Thank you so much for your time. As I said Thursday night, I went to a gospel singing, and I hate that more people couldn't come. But I heard, and if I was paying more attention, I would have remembered the date. But me and Peyton Silvers, who's part of Fireproof, I know that y'all know Peyton. I love Peyton. He's a cut up. Me, him, and Lauren Talley were talking while this guy was telling dates, and he said sometime in November that the Hoppers will be at the Rome City Auditorium. So when I find that date, I'll bring it back before the church, and hopefully you can go. I don't know if you've ever heard the Hoppers, but Kim Hopper can flat out sing it. She can flat out sing it. And he said also some various members of the Inspirations. If you follow gospel music for any length of time, you know the Inspirations. And he said various members, so I don't know what members will be there because I know that they've had a lot through the years. But he said a few of them will be there and they'll be singing as well. And it's some night in November. So I'll do my best to look that up so I can present that back. But anyways, that's a rabbit I just chased. But I was at the singing. And the Tallies did this song. That a man went up into heaven. And he's standing before the Lord. And the Lord's welcoming him home. That was a mouthful. Welcoming him home. And they're telling this story of their families there. And their families rejoicing. And they're all gathered around. And they said there's an angel standing off to the side. And the angel questions. And the angel goes over to the family and says, what is this thing called grace? Because you know, the angels have been in heaven since the beginning. They don't get to experience grace. And they said, what is this thing that you call grace? The angel says, I can hear it when you praise Him. I can hear it come out of your mouth, this grace. I can see it on your face. It just shines. It glows. Tell me about this grace. The angel is asking. And if you've got that grace within you, then there's people that are wondering, what is that grace? What is it? What is it about it? I need to know. Garrett experienced it this morning. He experienced that grace this morning, and I hope you all have. I prayerfully do. I pray that we all know that we're going to heaven one day. But when you have that in you, and you have that fire burning, then I encourage you, as I encouraged you when revival came to a close, to let that fire shine, to share it, spread it around. You want to keep that fire burning, you got to throw another log on the wood, or throw another log on the fire, excuse me. You got to throw another log on the fire. You got to start it again. You got to rekindle it, let it glow. Let it grow brighter and brighter and brighter. But then you share it. You pass it on. You pass it on. You pass it on. And then all of a sudden, boy, you got a wildfire of Christians that are absolutely lighting it up for Jesus. I can't wait for that day. I can't wait to see that. Boy, you look back in the history of Bartow County, and boy, we have a heritage of people that lit it up for Jesus. Absolutely lit it up. You go right downtown Cartersville and there's Sam Jones's house. You can go and visit it. We have Lottie Moon who was recognized all across the South. You know, the Lottie Moon Christmas offering right here from Bartow County. Boy, we have a heritage here. And you can look around and it's sparking. It's sparking. Boy, this place, this Bartow County is ready to ignite. It's ready to ignite. But my question is Walford Crossroads going to be a part of it? Are we going to be a part of it? Are we going to do our part and work for Him to truly set this county ablaze for Him? And then the possibilities are endless. You know, the possibilities are endless. It starts here in Bartow County. And then it goes to the surrounding areas. And then it grows, and then it grows, and then it grows, and then it grows. But it's got to start with people that are willing to say, I am unashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. I am unashamed to share my faith with other people. I'm unashamed to work for Him in every aspect of my life and not, quote, block off the time for Him that I may or may not get to, depending on if I get the laundry done in time. You know, if the laundry runs over into my sharing Jesus time, I don't know if I can share Jesus today. You know. But make it a habit everywhere you go. Let that light shine. Let it burn bright, unashamedly for Him. And I'm going back to Kennesaw tonight. I start school tomorrow. 35,000 people attend Kennesaw State. That's a lot of people. Third largest university in Georgia, behind Georgia State and the University of Georgia. At any given time on the campus that I'm at, somewhere between 10 to 12,000 people are there at any given time. Because you got to take into account we have another campus and then online, and we have a lot of commuters. But that would be my guess. That 10,000 people at any given time are on campus at Kennesaw State. Boy, what would that look like if 10,000 Christians were on that campus spreading Jesus around? Amen. Boy, Kennesaw State would look completely different. And then now I got to ask myself as I drive down there tonight, Denver, are you going to be a part of that? Are you going to help start that movement? Are you going to be unashamed of the gospel and let people know? I've got about 6, 7, 8 Jesus shirts that I'm going to wear every day for the first 2 weeks. And it's almost as if it's a dare. Hey, I dare you to ask me. Come up to me and ask me. I've got a shirt, I'm probably going to wear it tomorrow or Tuesday. It simply says, I am unashamed of the gospel. I hope somebody comes up and asks, hey, what's that about? There's me an opportunity. Mm-hmm. There's an opportunity. That's not to pat Denver Harris on the back and say, Denver, you're doing excellent. I just want to do my part. I want to do my part. Jesus did His part for me. He paid it all. He paid it all on the cross of Calvary. Gave His life to the least, what I can do. He died for me. I can at least live for Him. I can at least do that. And if it comes a time that I have to stand and die for Him, I'll do that too. And I'll go on camera and say that we're recording right now. We live in the greatest country in the world right now. We have the freedom to share Jesus with anybody and everybody that we meet. Everywhere that we go, we have an opportunity. I don't know if we'll be able to say that in 15, 20 years. I don't know. I don't know what tomorrow holds. But we got to be unashamed. We got to work. We got to work. Is it going to be easy? Probably not. We're going to hit some roadblocks? Probably. Will we hit adversaries along the way? Sure. But let me tell you something. It's worth it all. It is absolutely worth it all. So tonight, and I told you I'd close, and I'm closing. Tonight, I just want to encourage you to simply work for Him. That's what James challenges his people to do when he's writing this letter. And that's what I'm challenging you to do. He said, just like the body's dead without the spirit, faith without works is also dead. So I encourage you to have a live faith, not to have some dead faith, to have a live faith, to work for Him. I don't know what we got queued up as Amanda comes. We'll sing just one verse. Be honest with yourself tonight. That's the best policy, is to be honest with yourself. To dig down deep and ask yourself, am I doing what I can for Jesus? Am I working for Him? Or am I just kind of letting life pass me by? Am I just kind of going throughout my day and that's it? I hope that's not the case. I hope you can dig deep within yourself and you can honestly say, Denver, I'm working. I'm out in the fields. I'm doing everything that I can. I'm sharing Jesus everywhere that I go, based on how I live my life, based on my faith, based on my works. And if people ask, and I'm bold to share the gospel. You know, this week I challenge you. Pray. Pray, Lord, send me somebody. Put somebody in my path. Give me an opportunity to work for you. It may not be tomorrow, it may not be Tuesday, but later on in the week, you're going to have an opportunity. There's going to be something that comes up, and you're going to have an opportunity to stand up and do something. Put your faith into practice, put it into works. And I challenge you to do that, and not let that opportunity pass you by. It may be the case, you stand up and you're bold, and you seize that opportunity, and then another one, like the one that came this morning, to know Jesus, somebody else will come to the phone. I can't wait, you know. I can't wait next Sunday night. We may just have a testimony service. You know, we may just sit like we did last Sunday. If it lasts 15 minutes, great. If it lasts for 3 hours, great. Just share. Hey, Jesus lined up this opportunity and I took it. I want to share it. I want to tell somebody about it. How cool would it be to come back here this time next week and hear, hey, I got to lead somebody to Jesus. Oh my goodness, my heart would rejoice. Listen, I'm a Baptist preacher, but I may run the aisles. I almost did this morning. I was excited, I'll tell you.
Just don't start jumping benches.
All right, I'll try not to. I don't think I'm able enough anyhow to pull something on the way up. So, I'm kidding. But I encourage you. Put what's in your heart into practice. I know most everybody here, I know your heart's right. I know that you have faith in Him. And I know that many here are working and they're doing what they can. But I just want to encourage you. Go that extra step. Go out of your way a little bit for somebody. It'll be worth it. You may not get an applause, you may not get an award, but I'll tell you, God sees it. He sees it, and He'll honor it. Maybe it may not be here He honors it, but when you stand before Him at the judgment seat, He'll say you took that opportunity. Now here's your treasure. Here's your reward. That's awesome. That is such an incredible thing to think about. Won't you stand as Amanda sings? We'll just sing one verse.
That's fine, yes.
Nothing in this world to keep you alive.
Hoppers, okay. November 2nd will be the Hoppers at the Rome City Auditorium. I don't know when tickets go on sale. I don't know any of that. I'm assuming it'll be a little bit closer to time. But I'll make that announcement. If you've never been to a gospel singer before, it's awesome. Man, they have a great time. And the cool thing about it, I was telling Courtney, I mean, they're real people. They sit out back and they're selling their products and whatnot, and you just walk right up and talk to them. It's so cool. It's so cool to hear them and hear them tell their stories. And I want you to be a part of it. It's awesome. It is an incredible experience. So that's November 2nd. August 23rd, we will have the evangelists, the missionaries, that's the word that I was looking for, the missionaries from Romania coming to the church. That's a Wednesday night. That is a Wednesday night. That's starting at 6 o'clock. So I think that's next Sunday. Well, not this Wednesday. Yeah, a week from this Wednesday. So this coming Sunday, we won't have Sunday night service. We'll postpone it and we will move it to that Wednesday. And I'll make that announcement again Sunday morning. So there'll be no evening service next Sunday night. We're going to move that service to Wednesday. And like I said, it's a team that's missionaries to Romania. They're gypsy pastors and gypsy missionaries. And they'll have 2 pastors actually from the nation of Romania here with them, sharing their stories. They'll have their own music and all that stuff that they'll come to share with us. All that they ask of us is that we take up a love offering so we can do that. And that's it. That's all they ask. They'll take care of the whole service. We just take up a love offering for them so that they can continue their works. So that's right around the corner. Ladies, Miss Gladys told me this morning, she made the announcement that we are going to make September 1st happen. So I'm going probably either this Sunday or the following Sunday. Well, I guess it will have to be this Sunday. It'll have to be this Sunday. This Sunday we're going to take up an offering for food and donations for that. I don't know. It'll just be a special offering. Once I'll put ushers here at the end of the service and you just donate that way. So we can purchase the food. We're feeding around 90 to 110 high school football players. So they'll eat. So please give to that. Yeah, coaches, trainers, but all of them. And I'll text Drew McKay, my phone's over there. But I'll text him later this evening so I know how much food that we'll need, how many people we are actually serving that night. So I think that's all the announcements that I have. Baptist women will be this Tuesday night, 6 o'clock. Men, we are invited. And then hopefully, Josh isn't here tonight, but I know Jerry and Josh want to start a men's group, but we're going to sit in with the ladies maybe a month or 2 to figure out how they do things and get their organization about, and then we'll branch off and we'll do our own thing. And they'll feed us too, so that's good. That's one reason to come. So they'll feed us. So be there. That's Tuesday, 6 o'clock. I think that's all the announcements now. That's all the announcements. If you have any questions about any of the mission opportunities that I talked about tonight, whether it's teaching or class or helping with backpack buddies or helping with the basement, please see the people that I talked about. That's Latrell or Hardy or Gladys Wesley, whoever this may be. Were you about to say something, Miss Latrell? Oh, okay. I thought I saw you raise your hand. I'm sorry. I thought I saw you raise your hand. I'm sorry about that. All hearts content. God bless you. Thank you so much for being here. I said it this morning, and I'll say it again. We got 1,000 places that we could be on Sunday. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your time in the Lord's house. It's a good feeling. I love it. I love being in the Lord's house amongst the Lord's people. There's nothing like it. And I'm waiting for that day when we'll have the grand reunion. Everybody will be there. It'll be awesome. It'll be an incredible experience. Richard, will you close us in a word of prayer and then we'll be dismissed?
Most gracious Heavenly Father, we're grateful, Lord, today that you give us to come to your house and worship you, Father. We thank you for the blessings we receive, the salvation that the young man is going, Father. We know that you're rejoicing in that. We thank you for people that participate here in this church, Father, from the blessings to be able to give what they have, their talents and their time. We thank you for many things you've done for us, Father. Pray that you carry us home, bring us back around safely and finish pointed out. Christ's name we pray.
Amen. Don't forget about those